Look at your neighbors and neighbors. In this last season, I've lost a lot of stuff. But tell them, but I still gotta fight. It may not make sense to everybody around me. Come on down off of that hill, Rispa. He's already dead. But Rispa says, I'm gonna fight for what's left. I need you to get out of your seat and tell 3 people, say, fight for what's left. It may not make sense, but give me the ashes. Because if I got some ashes, the Bible declared he'll give me beauty for my ashes. I need you to tell somebody, say, somebody, I got to fight for what's left. It may not make sense to the people around me, but you didn't birth this. It may not make sense to the people around me, but you don't know what I sacrificed. You don't know the pain of my travail. But the Bible said in the month of April, she kept fighting. In the month of May, she kept fighting. Push your neighbor. Said, oh neighbor, whatever you do, keep fighting for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. There would not be a battle unless there was a spoiler. I come to tell somebody that's been fighting one battle after the other. Before you can catch your breath, here's another battle. I got good news for you. I see victory in your future. Hey, I see victory. I see victory. Tell somebody, all I see is victory. You see bones, but I see victory. You see failure, but I see victory. All of my suffering and all of my pain is not for naught. I heard Paul say, I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory that shall be. Run over to somebody and tell them shall be. It's about to happen for you. God is reaching into your future and he's bringing it to your present. Look at somebody. It won't be long from now. Tell somebody, fight for what's left. Fight for what's left of your marriage. Fight for what's left of your ministry. Fight for what's left. For he that will come shall come, and it will not tarry. I feel we're at a turning point. Find somebody from your church and tell them we're at a turning point. We've gone through some changes, but we're at a turning point. Some people have come and some people have left, but find one of your church members. Say, but we're at a turning point. Somebody turn right now, because I feel in my spirit he's raising up a new generation. He's raising up some fresh faces. He's raising up a new harvest. Lift up your head, all ye gates, and be lifted up, the everlasting doors. Yeah! The King of glory shall come in. This is King of glory, the Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your head. It don't make sense, but keep fighting. It don't make sense. I want you to point to somebody. Don't be offensive, because she fought into October. So I want you to point to somebody, tell them by October, you're going to find out what the fight was really about. Something is about to open up for the saints. Something is about to break for the saints. You've been feeling like you're fighting by yourself, but by October, you're going to find out what the fight was really about. I want you to look in your hands right now, because somebody in this room, there's some, just like the bodies of Rizpah's sons were suspended, some of you in this room, there's a key that's been suspended. But I want you to look in your hand and see that key released in your hand by October. 1, 2, right, come. Oh, I said praise him now. Oh, you ain't got to wait for it. Go. If you can't move your feet, take both of your hands and clap your hands. She kept fighting until she got the king's attention. And the king said, who is that? Don't worry about her, she crazy. She up there fighting and ain't nothing left. But the Bible said, he asked her, what do you want? She says, I want to bury what's left of my sons. And it wasn't until, see, as long as they were hanging, they were still in a famine. Tell somebody you've been suspended too long. Some of you been in a holding pattern emotionally too long. Break it down, break it down, break it down. The Bible said, go ahead and scream for Jesus. Go ahead, I get it. Because I know what it is to be held up in a holding pattern. Not allowed to move on. Some of you haven't recovered from the last group that left your church. Some, because you're still talking about it. Some of you haven't recovered from the separation and the divorce, or the job that you lost unfairly. Tell your neighbor, suspend it long enough. It's time for us to land this plane. The Bible said it wasn't until the bodies were buried that a famine came to an end. Oh! Tell your neighbor, I'm gonna put it in the ground tonight. I'm no longer rehearsing my trauma. I'm too busy celebrating my victory. So then, there are medical terms. Now listen, I'm going to release this in the room. If this is your word, or if you need this, as soon as I speak it, I want you to walk up here and just touch the platform as a sign of agreement, because it doesn't work for you until you agree with it. So the Lord spoke to me tonight about things being resolved. A resolve is also a medical term. Means after treatments. Once it goes into remission, they said it is resolved. There's somebody in this room, I don't care if you got blood tests out, you don't have to wait for the blood test to come back, or if you know God has already healed you, I just want you to walk up and touch the altar and shout, it's resolved, it's resolved, it's resolved, it's resolved. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. Oh! It ain't coming back. He's getting in the blood. It ain't coming back. Oh! It ain't coming back. It's getting in the blood. He's getting in the blood. He's getting in the blood. Oh! Somebody get healed right now. Oh! And it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. Oh! Oh! Hold on. There is a legal term called resolve. It's when you've had a case that's been held up for a long time and you finally reach a settlement. I need somebody that got a court case and you need it to settle in your favor. Just walk up to the altar right now and declare it's resolved in my favor. How? It's resolved in my favor. 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 Oh, shut up. Hey, it's resolved in my favor. Oh, I feel the Lord. Oh. Oh. So, to make my topic proper with my text, if you grew up in my culture, if somebody died, the first thing we want to know, now that's, I don't know if y'all do that up north, but down south, if somebody died, the first thing we want to know is who got the body, because it matters. Oh, it matters. And when you get to the service, there's going to be a lady that's going to get up with some glasses around her neck. And she going to bring them up to here. And go, she said the cards are too numerous for us to read. But the family chose a few cards to read. And the rest they would read in the comfort of their own home. But then before they finished with all of the condolences, they said we have a few resolutions. And it usually starts off with whereas. Ow. And the resolution is a memoriam to what was, but is no more. Now, when I talked about the settlement and the healing, it was easy. But I'm going to give y'all one last assignment. If this ain't your word, I'm not a false prophet, so don't you be a false receiver. But if you have to carry around the grief of something past more than one season. When I count to 3, I'm going to give you an assignment. And some of you don't have a revelation, so you're not going to be able to do it. Are you listening to me? I'm going to give you this assignment. For the next 60 seconds, I want you to praise God for what made you cry. 1, 2, 3, go ahead. Come. I said praise it. Thank y'all so much. Be a result. 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 Tell your neighbor, be it resolved. Be it resolved. Come on, tell somebody, be it resolved. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm in a new season. Be it resolved. You don't have to be nasty, but if anybody want to hold you up with another meeting, with something we done already talked about several times, tell them no meeting necessary. Be it resolved. I'm in a new place now. I'm in a new place now. Give you. Now, what I realized, that when I was struggling, I had more people I could talk to. But when God started blessing me, I had to be more careful with who I could share it with. But it seemed like to me, if they watched you struggle, they would celebrate your success. I want you to find somebody that you got their back for real and tell them, I want you to have everything God has for you. Come on, tell them, I'm not jealous of you. I want you to have everything. I'm not your hater. I celebrate you. I've watched you struggle. I've watched you suffer. And I believe you'll get ready to come into one of the greatest seasons of your life. Be it resolved. Be it resolved. Be it resolved. I'm past my time and I feel jet lag coming. Well, y'all sit down as quickly as you can. Thank you so much. Be it resolved that it was enough to make me cry, but not enough to make me quit. Be it resolved. Be it resolved. Y'all can be seated. Be it resolved. Be it resolved. Send the word down your row and tell the people on your row, tell them it's going to happen for everybody on this row. Come on, tell them by October, you coming back with a testimony. By October, right now you're dancing in your feet, but you're going to have it in your hand by October. I'm telling you, by October. By October. By October. We're going to make you laugh. Well, if somebody on your road dancing, go ahead and